So, you ready for this one?
I guess.
Yo ho ho, Mitchell didn't have fun.
Oh Lord, shoot me now. I guess we're back at it.
Yeah, welcome to Final Form.
I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Ryan.
And apparently joining us today is a sleepy dog.
Yes, a sleepy, heavy, wrinkly, grunting dog. If you listen to Jedi Drop It, you've heard me address my new dog, Bana. She's a little hyper right now.
She did just meet me, so...
Yeah, so remains to be seen how she's going to be for this episode. You might hear some background noise, you might hear some various dog sounds.
Audio shows in a Jedi Drop It production?
No.
What's next? Water's wet?
Who'd have thunk it? So, Mitchell, are you excited for this episode?
No.
No?
However, though, I am very much going to look back at young me who said this is one of the worst animes ever and going, get over yourself. It's just okay.
Okay.
It's not bad. I can see why people would really like it, but it's not for me.
That's fair, yeah. So we're doing One Piece.
Yeah.
You can see the title. You're looking at it there right now,
yeah.
I'm sure. This
we are only covering a very small part of One Piece because
yeah.
we'd like to do other things.
It would have been great to have someone on here who was a lifer, you know?
Yes.
Which is a literal term at this point because it's been going on for so long, right?
I have a couple friends who are, but they don't like podcasts.
Yeah,
either listening or especially being part of it. So
okay, fine. We don't want you to listen anyway. We don't need you. So-called friends.
And my response to that is, okay, let's get off my back. I just wanted to give you something to do on your day off.
Yeah, fair enough. This was my first time diving into One Piece. You tried before, as you said, and you were not a fan.
No.
And you're still not really a fan.
No, but it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, I really didn't like anything. I didn't like the character design. I didn't like the animation. I especially didn't like the main character. Mm-hmm. And for me, it was, I looked at it and going, well, this will never be popular.
Well,
was I ever wrong?
Yeah.
But, like I said, that was during my high of, I have to grab every shonen show I can.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Bleach, Naruto. I was trying to find old episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. I was rewatching Dragon Ball Z. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! These are all big hitter shonen shows.
Yeah.
Now, they don't all have the same general feel.
No, they all have their own little thing to separate them.
But between Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece, they all carried one thing in common. The main character could be described as mentally slow.
Yeah. Or I like to call them strong boy shows.
Yeah.
He's a little boy, but he's so strong.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's really what codified for me that I realized I don't like main characters with less than 2 brain cells.
Yeah. I've noticed that trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still can thank One Piece for that. It was the show that finally put the nail in the coffin. I'm not going to watch everything in a genre.
Okay.
I think we all have that point where we finally hit that thing in the genre. We go, maybe the genre itself is not flawless.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And no matter what, there's always, like, someone say, oh, I love every science fiction show. And you're like, no, there's going to be 1 or 2 that just make you go, I like the genre, but not everything else.
Yeah, exactly. We've talked about Gundam, we've talked about Pokemon, we've talked about Dragon Ball Z, we've talked about many shows and referred to them as one of the biggest things we've ever covered.
Yeah.
One Piece is pretty damn close.
Yeah, I mean, it's big enough that it's had multiple crossovers with Dragon Ball Z officially.
Yeah, and not just that, but it is one of the highest selling comics of all time, not just manga.
You could say it's one of Shonen Jump's flagships.
Based on current numbers, One Piece will outsell Batman comics.
Not surprised.
That's insane.
I know.
Mostly because it's not the most popular thing in North America. It doesn't have that Dragon Ball Z namesake. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog's starting to get a little excited and overwhelmed there. But yeah, like it's not as popular as a lot of the bigger anime in North America.
Yeah, but in Japan,
it's probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Shonen Jump at this point is basically One Piece.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
In terms of what is causing the sales.
Yeah.
It's the catalyst, right?
I mean, I forget the name of it. The game that came out recently, the Shonen Jump Fighter, it led with One Piece.
Yeah.
It's supposed to...
Jump Force.
Jump Force. It was supposed to celebrate all of Shonen Jump, but its very first trailers and whatnot was almost all One Piece, which led me to think that, this is a One Piece game.
And there's a lot of One Piece characters in it.
Yeah. They are adding more other characters now. There's like the first DLC ones are coming out shortly.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures in it, and now I'm interested.
Look, as soon as they put in like Beerus herself from Dragon Ball Z,
yeah, true,
it's got my money.
Yeah.
It's already got a couple Bleach characters I really like. It's like, yeah.
I wish there was a demo or a trial of that game, because I would try it in a heartbeat. But
I've heard very mixed things about its gameplay.
I'm not willing to just buy it.
No,
I want to try it. I want to play it. You know. Anyway, conversation for another day, I suppose.
Yes, we definitely probably need to do an episode one day about anime video games.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly going to be fighters.
Mostly, yeah, but there's a whole bunch of spin-offs and whatnot. Yeah. I could probably do a small retrospective on Dragon Ball Z and card battlers, which is a weird thing, but
yeah, it's very specific.
And then the countless Yu-Gi-Oh games, which are just basically the game, in digital form, which is
I've heard good things about those Yu-Gi-Oh games.
They're pretty much there's a handful I think are some of the best games in general. There's one for the DS that I still dig at every now and then. It's like, I feel like playing a couple card games.
I feel like I see. I've never delved into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh at all. I know nothing about it, but like I'm a Hearthstone fan. I'm a Magic the Gathering fan. It's probably
plays fairly differently. I don't like Magic the Gathering. I tried playing it during my Yu-Gi-Oh high. Yeah, and I did not like. It felt way too slow.
Okay. 7 minutes in and tangents about Magic the Gathering. One Piece.
Well, One Piece is all about the story of one Monkey D. Luffy.
Yes.
Who, even his name makes me go, really?
Yeah.
You're gonna be special, aren't you?
Man, look, let's pause right there. Let's talk about Monkey a little bit. He is... Like, I enjoy him as a character, as a protagonist.
Yes.
But he's a fucking psychopath.
Yes.
He is unhinged.
Yes. He's on one hand, he's an idiot. On the other hand, he is just this maniacal serial killer wannabe. He's gonna if this wasn't a cartoon, there'd be bodies behind him.
I know,
and
right?
He wouldn't care. He wouldn't notice.
Yeah,
the only thing he cares about is his pirate dream.
Yeah,
and stuffing his gob.
If One Piece were to be made into an American film, which I think are they working on that?
There have been talks of it for years.
I feel like the most accurate depiction would be a cross between American Psycho and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
because that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, but people absolutely adore him.
Yeah,
because he's funny, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there going, "Where's the joke?"
It made me laugh a few times. I'll be honest. Anime doesn't generally make me laugh. I don't really get the humor in most even the shows that I do like.
I tend to get a lot of the humor from animes I like.
But honestly, just every now and then, I couldn't help but laugh at his reactions to things. Because it was just like, that's not how a human behaves. That's not not human.
But he's a rubber boy.
Yeah.
He bounces back right fast from the strangeness.
Yep. So... Monkey D. Luffy wants to be Pirate King.
Yeah.
The background story, because that's all talked about in the intro.
Yeah.
I forget the name. I always forget the name of the pirate.
I don't remember the pirate.
Yeah, but this pirate, whatever it is, I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Basically, he was the big Mama Jamma pirate.
Yes, and when he was being sentenced to death, he it revealed his greatest treasure, the One Piece.
Which, every time I hear that, I think of this old comic I read, which is, they finally find the One Piece, and it's an image of Luffy's jaw hitting the floor because he's opened a treasure chest and pulled out a One Piece swimsuit. and the caption believes that no one, and people forgot to mention he had a terrible sense of humor.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the initial setup of the show. Is that they've got that one goal.
Yeah, whoever gets this one treasure, the One Piece, will be seen as king of the pirates.
Yes. So all pirates are,
and this world is very aquatic based, so it makes sense for pirates to be a big thing. And we mean actual pirates. Like yo-ho fiddly-dee on the sea.
The map is interesting.
Yeah, I'll give it that much. The idea of this one great big strip of land and all the water around it.
Yeah.
That's pretty ingenious.
And then everything being separated into quadrants and little islands and like
lines and routes.
Yeah, the world is
it's basically Waterworld if the lore was for if the background for Waterworld was good.
Oh god.
Like
you just put a Waterworld reference.
One of us was going to have to.
I guess so, yeah.
But like I said, I don't like the story, but once again, it's another example of I like the world building. This is I can see why people like this, and all the weird, things they find in the sea are interesting ideas.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't care for the main character, so it's hard for me to stay invested with a show.
I do think the story is simple, but kind of brilliant. In just in the way, I'm not going to say like that idea of the story on its own is brilliant. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it.
No.
But in terms of creating a story for one of these anime that is supposed to go on and on and on for however long, that's brilliant. Because it's like, okay, you have this whole world. You're never going to run out of places to explore, settings, and you're always going to have an end game that you can come back to without seeming tacked on.
No. And the one thing I do know about One Piece is it doesn't really have power creep.
Okay.
Which is people's biggest problem with Dragon Ball Z is every new thread has to be bigger and badder.
Yeah.
From what I understand about the One Piece stuff is not every villain is stronger than the last.
Yeah.
But the situations you get to on the high seas.
Yeah.
Like, what if the villain of this arc stole the boat?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be stronger. He just stole the boat. That makes him a big fucking deal. And
then you got the devil fruit.
Yes.
Which is how Monkey got his powers and why not everyone has powers, because you have to eat the devil fruit to gain these powers.
Now, there's the downside of what I understand is that you eat the fruit, you lose the ability to swim and buoyancy.
Yes.
Which, well, that actually cracked me up a little bit, because what I understand about a lot of pirates is they consider swimming witchcraft.
Okay.
So many pirates in the high sea, from what I understand, would not learn to swim.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Navy, if you were in like the British Royal Navy, you had to learn to swim.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's could be easily disputed. Like I have read that years ago, and it just stuck with me for it's one of those factoids. I'm like, this is why I don't like pirates.
Yeah. So to bring it back to what you're saying about the battles and how it's not that every villain is stronger than the last.
Yeah.
With these devil fruit,
they can have
all the powers are very different.
Yeah.
So instead of it being, oh, this villain is way tougher than the last, it's this villain has a very particular power. What's the puzzle? How do I find my way around this?
Like one has the ability for, I think, levitating hands.
Levitating hands?
Like his hands can levitate away.
Oh, okay.
And he can fight with his body, and his hands can be behind you.
Okay.
That's different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't get that far into it.
I'm just going by what one of my friends has told me and clips I've seen, because like I said, I didn't watch this show. But
you're not talking about Buggy the Clown, are you?
Maybe.
See, Buggy the Clown was the first, I guess the first big villain within the last. I'm not sure. It's within the first 10 episodes, anyway, right?
Yeah. And
his power is basically that he can't be. I'm not even sure exactly how it works, but like he had an arm sliced off.
Yeah.
And then the arm is still functioning.
Yeah,
and,
I think that's,
and it can come back to him.
I think that's what it was.
So you can't kill him with a sword.
No.
Basically, and it's kind of like, oh, well, that's all we use. How do we, that early on in the show, it's like, how do we even I love Buggy the Clown, by the way. I love the character design. I love the voice acting. I love everything about Buggy the Clown. I think he's fucking fantastic. So yeah. So basically, the setup of the show is you got Monkey D. Luffy. He has his powers, no crew, no ship, and he's destined to be the Pirate King. And which is pretty comedic when he's like, hey, you want to join my pirate crew? To Zoro is the first one, right?
Yeah.
And Zoro's like, oh, yeah, okay, let's do this. Where's your ship? Don't have one. Where's your crew? Don't have one. You're it.
Yeah. Like, that, I like the idea. Like,
Yeah.
that's actually, like... And from what I understand, he only gets a pretty small crew.
Yeah, they're over 800 episodes in, and I think the crew is supposed to max at 10?
That's pretty small for, like, a...
I can't remember if it's 10 or 12.
Yeah.
And they have 8 or 10 now, apparently.
Yeah.
They're 2 away from finishing the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, oh my god, I'm forgetting the creator's name. Oda?
I think Oda's his name, yes.
Yeah. He said that he has had an ending in place since the very beginning, and it still will be the ending when they get around to it.
Yeah, from what I understand, he has a lot plotted out.
Yeah, well, he claims most recently that the show is about, the manga is about 80% finished. So,
and considering its length, that's...
we've got like another 5 years of One Piece.
Yeah.
Before we get to the ending that he had planned.
Which, hot damn, that's impressive.
Yeah, really though. And the fact that like it's not like something that's gotten out of his hands and has become this like thing where he doesn't know what's going on anymore.
Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah, exactly. But it seems very much like this is all going completely according to plan.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because there's so much of it.
Yeah, I mean, so many other... Especially considering what I understand that no one is really, like, dropped out. Like, there's never been a point where, like, it's turned fans off.
Yeah.
Shows I liked have done that. Like, Naruto did that to me. It did a couple things that threw me off. I left it, and I've never come back, and I don't care for it.
Yeah.
Bleach had a point where it pissed off most of the fans, and they dropped off. I didn't, but I can see why people would. One Piece, from what I understand, has never had that major of a hiccup. It's just been picking up fans as it's gone along.
I've heard of people maybe like tuning out briefly and saying, "Okay, I'll come back to this in a bit," and, and you know, like that sort of thing. But
like, it's never had like a mass exodus of fans. It's had the fans lose steam.
Yeah,
but a lot of them I do know come back.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Or some people like to build up, like, oh, I don't want to watch an arc every episode a day or every episode a week. I'll just wait till this arc is done and come back and sit through the whole thing at once. Yeah. But that's more of our Netflix marathon culture that's kicked in.
Exactly. I've kind of gotten that way with My Hero Academia, honestly. Yeah. Like, I binge in half seasons for the most part.
Yeah. I was able to watch every episode a week. Yeah. But that's just me. I mean, I like I said, the one My Hero, I treat it like a little trip back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah.
And One Piece, I think that's on like prime time in Japan.
I believe that.
So
yeah. So, what are your major complaints or high points of the show?
Well, like I've already said, I like the concept of this ocean world and the devil fruit themselves, and just how, you know, the adventures can come and go like that. It's pretty good. The problem I have is what I remember of the main cast. I didn't really like any of them. Like, Luffy is an idiot, and I have a problem with idiot leads for shows. Zoro, I could never get over the stupid of sword in his mouth. It's just, it's like the hip-mounted things from Attack on Titan. My brain just goes, nope. Yeah. This is not cool. This is not cool enough for suspension of disbelief to kick in. Okay. His dual-wielding swords, oh god, that's epic. That's epic. Yeah. The female lead, I kind of liked her, but after a character skip, they decided to give her traditional giant anime boobs, and she walks around in a bikini top.
Oh, really?
I'm like, okay. Weird. Yeah. And the only other character I remember is the guy with the slingshot.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god.
And
that's where I stopped watching. Not that I'm gonna watch more of this, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But
I just didn't like him, and I just
that's fair.
he didn't do anything for me. I barely even remember what his character trait was. Besides, he has a slingshot and he looks like Pinocchio, at least nose wise.
Usopp.
Ah,
yeah. I don't know. I enjoy the characters. Like none of like, and I think this is what it comes down to a lot of the times when we disagree on shows. Because you're very much a in the shoes of the character type of viewer. You like to have a character that you relate to,
or I would like to be.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing. Whereas I'm very much more for I'm more watching more from like looking through the director's chair sort of thing, where I'm like, oh, I like how they did this.
Yeah, I
really don't give a shit if I ever relate to a character, so long as I like what the creator has done with that character.
And like I can see your point of view for One Piece, and I can see why people like this show. It's just I feel like I always say I feel it's my fault, and I feel disappointed in myself for not being able to enjoy this. And I don't want to come across as a buzzkill for someone who really loves this. I don't want someone saying, "Oh, I've insulted Luffy. I think he's an idiot." Kicked him all the down. Like, no. If you think he's a great character, love him. Just love him. Just understand that every time he speaks, I'm just wondering, why don't I hear the whistling between his ears? The wind passing through.
He is a moron.
Yes.
Like, from someone who enjoys the show, Luffy is just not there.
No. And I can't picture him, like, when someone says, I want to be king of or leader of something, I immediately go, you must be a person of great intellect in order to win me over.
Yeah.
And when they're not... See, that's one reason why I like Goku so much. He just wants to punch people.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be like God or king. He just like, can I fight that strong guy?
Yeah.
Sure, much. Goku, sure. His wants match his, ideals.
Yeah.
He's a simple guy who wants simple things.
Yes.
Luffy is a simple guy who wants things well beyond his grandeur.
Yeah. And here's an angle for you. With Dragon Ball Z, I feel like maybe Goku isn't the one you're looking at who you kind of...
No.
You're looking more at like Cell and
Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta. Yeah. Those are all characters I can relate to. But even still, when Goku's on screen, he's not ruining things for me.
Gotcha. So my question is, if Luffy was exactly the way he is now, but there was a side character that you felt attached to,
I could probably stick with the show if they made that side character very important and didn't pull a Naruto and off that character.
Gotcha.
And then when they off that character, make Naruto more important. Basically, like, oh, you like this character? Yeah. Well, we're rewarding the idiot and making everything around him more important.
So perhaps, because there's a lot of One Piece, perhaps there is a character in a later season that is very much up your alley. Maybe there is a certain hopping on point for you with One Piece that you don't know about.
If someone, like, hearing this podcast knows and has noticed my taste in characters goes, oh, you'll probably like the first mate who joins episode 832.
Yeah.
And because of One Piece's nature, I don't really think it's that hard to just jump in.
I don't think so either.
It's nice to start at the beginning, but like comic books, like actual Western comic books, there's no really wrong jumping on point besides a clearly multi-part story.
Yeah.
But even then, most of them have good recaps at the beginning.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm also just going to say this. I still like the 4Kids dub.
Yeah?
I like the 4Kids edits of turning a gun into this weird shoe device.
Yeah.
Like, that was funny. Like, why would you do this for? Because this is like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It comes around to good for me.
Okay.
That, and because every episode opens up with Seto Kaiba / Brock from Pokemon doing the narration, I'm just like, oh, this is delightful. I love his voice work.
Oh, nice. Should we talk about the 4Kids rap?
I mean, we kind of...
Yeah, we joked about it.
It's infamous. It is infamous because it was during that period where every TV show for kids had to have a rap.
Yep.
Here's the thing though, while the 4Kids rap for One Piece is bad, you want to know the worst rap I've ever heard of for a children's show is?
I'm curious.
Power Rangers Operation Overdrive.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they did a rap song for Power Rangers.
Oh no.
Operation Overdrive.
Oh god, that sounds terrible.
It is.
Yeah, see,
also that show was hot garbage.
There was a thing there too where like they would create a rap for a kids show, but they wouldn't go full hip hop. They would go more like
spoken word,
and it would sound like slightly robotic.
Yes,
like on purpose.
Yes,
which was awful. It was just the worst combination.
Like
of things.
They clearly went to the office and found the most monotone guy who works there and the whitest, and go, "Hey, read this to this beat."
Yeah,
and he'd be like, "Okay, but I have to sell Clear Eyes."
Yeah, I don't know. That 4Kids rap, man, that was just horrendous.
That being said, though, I have listened to a couple of the One Piece opening songs, and some of them are pretty catchy. I don't remember any on top of my head, but none of them reached, like, My Hero Academia catchy for
No, for sure. I enjoy the one on whatever dub was that I was watching. It wasn't the 4Kids dub.
No, it's the Funimation one.
Yeah, Funimation. Yeah, that whatever opening they used there, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Not my favorite opening or anything. Nothing I'm going crazy about, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. For me, this show is just highly competent, but not for me.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
And I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times when me and you divulge on things, I'm just happy someone else is taking joy from something.
Yeah.
I'm not some sort of joy parasite that has to suck the joy out of everything. No, I'm just like, yeah, you have fun over there.
It's nice to disagree every now and then too.
Yeah.
This is going to be the last time we disagree for at least a month.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. We know what we're doing for the next 2 episodes, and we know we both enjoy them very much. So
I definitely know of the one of the two of them. You're definitely a bigger fan than I am.
Yeah. I think it's like 2 anime that we both enjoy, and I think
one of us likes it slightly more than the other
exactly.
for both situations. So. Which works really well, I think.
We'll reveal those when we get to them.
Yeah. Any other thoughts you have about One Piece?
Let's talk about the animation real quick. What do you think of the animation?
Honestly, it felt pretty standard to me. It did not wow me at any point. Now, a couple of camera angles did, though.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm going to get at. Because the animation itself, in terms of how it was drawn, was good. It was.
I didn't care for the character designs, but what they did with them was, that's good.
I really enjoy the character designs for a lot of them. I do.
That's fair.
Not all of them. Shanks didn't do much for me. I'm not the red-haired Shanks. They refer to him as, but yeah, the way these camera angles are done,
like the energy to some of the angles, like not the actual animation, but the energy they move comes with actually moving the camera, moving the picture. It's not actually a camera. Yeah. They're not like 3D models, but the way they just storyboard this is really good. Like, even Luffy bursting out of a barrel. Yeah, the animation for that was but the angle they chose, that was good. Like,
exactly.
You expect us straight on at eye level. Yeah, he went for kind of a weirder angle.
A lot of situations where a very standard angle would have been taken by anyone else, the decisions they took were weird and really effective.
Like a couple of times when Luffy, stretches his arms far back as he can, you expect, just a standard follow the fist or watch him. But no, they actually go at an angle to where the fist kind of comes towards you. Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah, like they play with
perspective a lot with him.
Perspective, yeah, that is exactly the word. A lot of distance, foreground, background work that is really cool.
Like he is taking full advantage of his stretchy guy's stretchiness.
And there are times where, like, not even that. Like, I remember specifically around a dozen or so episodes in with the Usopp storyline. Some of the angles they were using at that point just for like conversations. Yeah, very cool. One particular scene I remember where there's someone in a tree talking to someone on the ground. Yeah. Which you would think, like, okay.
They're going to pan back and show you both the tree and the person.
Yeah. But they decided on, like, this specific angle of, like, behind the person in the tree with them in the shadow and then the sunlight on the person on the ground. Ooh. And it was like, this is, like like this guy needs a camera. Like he really should like.
If there's ever a One Piece live action movie, make him at least head of filmography.
Like at least cinematographer. Like, that's exactly what he should be doing. I mean, not to say he's in the wrong field because he's doing fine.
I'm just saying if he ever wanted to change fields, he's clearly got talent to jump there.
Like he's got an eye.
Yeah, which
makes up, I think, for the. Not to say there's anything wrong with the animation, but it's exactly standard.
Yeah.
I don't see any big flaws. No. I don't see anything that wows me.
No, it's not like the amazing animation they used for My Hero.
Yeah.
Like that is full of raw, unadulterated energy.
Yes.
But it doesn't have like the good character back end designs of like off the top of my head, Miyazaki.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
But when it comes to just the angles he chooses.
Yeah.
You're like, where did you pull that idea from? Like, even the scene where Zoro's tied up at the... They choose some interesting angles for him unable to move, but they still try and make him impressive with just angles.
Yeah.
Like, they go from above for certain shots, and you're like, he casts an amazing shadow. Like, he's a big, imposing guy.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's a big threat. And then they do low shots for when he's at his lowest.
Yeah.
He's telling a lot with his angles.
Yeah, you're right. It's a form of storytelling almost. Yeah.
Which apparently bored a dog to snore.
Yeah, apparently. That's all right.
Yeah.
Snoring is better than her running around.
That being said, though, it didn't bring me to... I didn't fall asleep like I did with Attack on Titan.
Okay, yeah.
Granted, I was playing a game at the same time.
Yeah.
I was playing Hitman, which is a very focused game.
Yeah.
But I was still able to watch the screen while waiting for a target to walk by.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, great, he's going to be upstairs for 2-3 minutes. All right, I'll just watch some One Piece for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if... This is definitely not one of those shows where if I walked in and someone was watching it, I wouldn't turn off. Old me would have. He would have been very insulted by you even watching it.
Yeah.
And I want to go back in time and smack old me, or young me, however you want to word that.
So, I don't know. That's the plot of some other time travel story of some sort.
Yeah.
I think that is as much as I have to say about what I watched.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't enjoy it, but I still recommend it for people who want like just an adventure story.
Yeah. And I feel like it's it wouldn't be a bad jumping in point for someone who hasn't watched anime.
No, like
it's got just enough weirdness to be like, okay, anime's a little out there sometimes.
Yeah.
But it still follows a kind of plot structure that...
And it's not so overly political or
philosophical. That's something I want to talk about. Not the political stuff. There is zero romance or sexuality in the show.
Yeah. There's hints of it later on, but the thing is... I will say this about Luffy. I think he is pretty much a good example of an asexual character.
Yeah.
Which is...
Oda has said in interviews, like, this isn't a romance show, this is a pirate show. Why would I put romance in there?
He's been pressured to, and he still puts some eye candy in there.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah.
Everything does eye candy.
I mean, yeah. To get that many episodes in and to have it only at that amount is pretty impressive anyway.
But yeah, it's good. No romance. Yeah. It doesn't need romance. And that's fine.
Yeah. And apparently the fans have a lot of ships, as always, you know.
Obviously.
But I think I like it this way. I enjoy that.
We don't need a romance subplot in everything.
We don't.
Which is one of the reasons I'm going to put it next to something like that's one of the reasons why I like Pacific Rim so much.
Yeah.
There's no romance in that.
Yeah.
Everyone was mad at that. Everyone was mad at that movie for ending like that, and I'm just like,
no.
What?
You don't need like.
It was about giant robots
and about human connection without romance or sexuality.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
Everything has to be either a romance, a gay romance, or you have to force something in like that. I'm like, please, stop.
Yeah.
Don't any of you have friends who are just friends?
I think it's important in today's society to have a focus on human connection.
Yeah.
As opposed, like, at platonic, genuine human connection, as opposed to that sort of forced romance and stuff. That
because not every time someone goes above and beyond of duty to save someone means they're in love with them.
Exactly.
That was one of my biggest problems with Bleach, is because one character constantly tried to save another, they thought, oh, he must love her. He was indebted to her. He has survivor's guilt. She helped him get over survivor's guilt, which brought it back on when she was captured. Of course he's going to save her.
That sounds like an interesting story. We should cover Bleach sometime.
Yeah, that's the second arc of Bleach.
Okay, cool.
And a lot of people think that should have stopped there.
Oh, yeah.
But I enjoyed everything after that as well. But, yeah, that's...
Fair enough.
I don't know what else we can add about this.
Yeah, I think that
it's a nice, simple show that's easy to jump onto, and you'll either really like it, or if you come in there with an unbiased or with other things on your mind, you'll just walk away like, that was a thing. There's nothing to hate, and like I said, I'm so mad at young me for hating the show.
Yeah,
but that's age and wisdom.
Yeah, fair enough. This was a good topic to cover, I think.
Yeah.
Got a bit of we had a bit to say about this one. I think. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I
feel like I'm able to properly apologize to this show now.
Fair enough.
Because I used to be livid about this show, and it really didn't deserve that.
Yep.
Not that me being livid did anything to it. It's a bloody juggernaut.
So, we got a little bit of other stuff to cover.
All right.
We had a question to get to in a minute, but first, I want to throw a mention out here for other Newfoundland anime fans.
Ooh.
A recent business that opened up in Mount Pearl. I don't know anyone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't know anyone involved. It's like, this isn't a plug for a friend.
No.
They haven't paid us. I thought it would be relevant to throw it there. Anime Cafe Plus in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland.
I have a reason to go to Mount Pearl now.
Yeah, 75 Barber Drive, Mount Pearl. And I checked out some of their pictures. They have they've got merchandise. They have a library of manga to just sit and read.
Yeah.
They have a TV that's playing anime. It's a very cool little spot.
Yeah. From what I've heard, they end up playing a lot of One Piece there, actually.
Yeah, and I noticed in their library they've got, like, I don't know, the first dozen volumes of One Piece manga as well, which relevant to the episode, right?
Yeah.
If you're in the St. John's Mount Pearl area, go check that out. It seems like a nice little haven for
and if you guys are from there, feel free to sponsor us. We'll keep shilling out for you guys.
Yeah, for sure, right? Who knows? Maybe we got our first Final Form sponsor.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
But we also have to get to the question of the episode, and I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, it's one I came up, actually, off the top of my head.
Yeah, but that's okay. We can come up with our own questions.
Yeah,
every now and then.
yeah.
Why not? And I copied this word for word.
Sure.
You said, with all the movies based off of animes, should the reverse start happening? And if so, first movie to be made into a 50-episode show. So, I guess we're talking, any kind of movie here. Just
movie series, just movies.
Yeah. To be turned into a 50-episode anime.
Now, the obvious answer we would both would say is Star Wars. So let's just take the one off the table.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I want to hear yours first.
You want to hear mine first?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, I think the best answer is actually being made already.
Oh.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Blade Runner is being turned into an anime by Netflix. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a genuine Japanese-made production or whatever, but I think I think what for me, what makes the ideal movie turn into anime would be something that left you wanting more of that world.
Yes,
which
I can agree with that.
For me, is mostly sci-fi in the 80s.
Exactly.
One-off movies where we got introduced to this deep lore, this deep world, and at the end of it, you're like, what else, though?
Yeah.
I want more, right?
Yeah.
And Blade Runner is fucking top of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Akira. I mean, it's already an anime film, but I feel like that story in that world, especially if you were to fully adapt all the manga, because they skipped over a lot.
Yeah.
Not to say there's any problems with that movie. It's still my favorite anime movie ever. But I feel like there is a 50-episode series to be made of Akira.
The first one that came to my mind, actually, is the Alien franchise.
Oh, yes.
Like,
yes.
What I picture is a crew crash lands on a planet.
Yep.
There's a bunch of wrecked ships on this planet. There's enough of these ships there to fix theirs and take off.
Okay.
But when they go invade the first ship for parts, they find an alien. And now they realize why none of these ships have ever left. So we'll start, give it a small crew, 15 crew members. Any of them can die. 50 episodes, we don't know if they leave the planet. That's my premise for like an anime based off a movie. And if you want, you can have some like the jockey stuff, like or engineers from the Prometheus series, in the background, but don't focus on them.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the later episodes they find one of them.
Okay.
Or the Rex.
Yeah.
That's my plot. That's the first one that came to my mind. Is I would watch the crap out of that.
Nice.
And because it's anime, they can go as gory as they want to in certain situations. Because we've gotten some gory anime lately that have been okay.
Yeah.
But I would like it done like a One Punch Man kind of animation for how it handles gore.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the first one that came to my mind.
I've got one more answer here, and it is a weird one.
Okay.
But I think that just describing what this is, it sounds like an anime. And I love this movie, and nobody talks about it enough. And I've been waiting to try and find a place in a podcast where I could logically and reasonably bring this up.
Okay, good.
1984 film called The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. The plot is...
Okay.
The premise centers upon the efforts of the polymath Dr. Buckaroo Banzai, a physicist, neurosurgeon, test pilot, and rock musician, to save the world by defeating a band of interdimensional aliens called Red Electroids from Planet 10.
You sure this isn't the Madhouse production?
No, this is a great movie.
It sounds good.
It has Peter Weller from RoboCop, John Lithgow, Ellen Barkin, Jeff Goldblum, Christopher Lloyd. The movie is incredible. And it is weird, and it is all over the place, and it will be a perfect anime.
You mentioned one I never even thought of just then, though. RoboCop.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Man, there's so many... take any 80s sci-fi movie and turn it into a 50-episode anime.
But there's another one I thought of that I kind of would like, but I don't know if it could do 50 episodes, though.
What?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Just the animation for the dreams alone.
50 episodes?
I think it would be better as like a 12-episode series.
You could go to 50 if you... No, not 50. I would go with a 26-episode series, but you got to include the new Nightmare.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought of.
Yeah.
And my joke answer was also Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not, right?
I mean, DC's already pretty much shown they're not that good with it, so let's just let some random Japanese... Because for a while, Marvel was doing it for... They had a couple of Marvel animes.
Yeah.
Blade had one, the X-Men had one. There's a couple of Marvel...
Wasn't there an Iron Man anime?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
There's a couple of kiddie ones that are like, really kiddie shows.
Yeah.
Like Disc Launcher, I think it was called.
Disc Launch?
Disc Launcher. I don't know. It's based off a toy that shoots little discs. And they made a show about Marvel characters with it. And I'm like,
sure. Why not?
It looked harmless. It had Deadpool, though.
Okay.
Voiced by a character who does one of the main characters from JoJo.
Really?
So it's I think it's Dio voices Deadpool.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Look it up on YouTube when you get a chance.
Dio Brando is Deadpool, man. We gotta cover JoJo sometime.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. But I'm afraid of that.
I want to.
I'm afraid of that abyss, and I'm afraid to blink at it.
I'm dying to watch more JoJo, but I can't get my hands on the dub.
I don't think it's going to get dubbed anymore. I think it's going to be subbed from now on.
Really?
I think so.
They're not even dubbing the new season?
Not to my knowledge.
Huh.
I could be wrong, though, because I haven't...
I know a dub exists for seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But I can't find them. I can't get my hands on them anywhere.
I know they're DVDs. There are DVDs, but they're like...
Yeah, but like...
stupid expensive.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You had to have been there.
Yeah.
Before the JoJo Apocalypse.
I got my hands on the dub of the first season, and I just devoured it. And it's so. Yeah, that's for a different episode.
Yeah.
JoJo is a monster of its own.
Yes. JoJo and One Piece could go head to head in terms of length and times.
Yeah.
One Piece still wins, but JoJo gives it a fight for its money.
JoJo wins out in weirdness, though, man. I tell you.
If you've ever seen a random clip from anime and go, what the it's usually JoJo.
Yeah. Or if you ever, like the character names even. There's a character, and one of my favorite characters in what I watched was Robert E.O. Speedwagon. Yeah. It's amazing, right? Like, that's enough to sell you on the show, right?
If not, make you at least pause that and go, maybe.
But that is not the anime we're going to be doing in the next episode.
Nope.
We're going much less silly, but...
still pretty goofy at places.
Yeah, goofy. A lot of fun.
But it's going to cost you a couple billion double dollars.
Yeah. We're going to do Trigun.
I'm looking forward to Trigun.
I'm looking forward to watching some Trigun again. It's been a couple years since I watched any.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's one of Johnny Young Bosch's most famous roles in anime, and I still love the energy to it.
Yeah, it's got this very specific thing going on.
And it's one of my favorite things about it is we haven't done this for a while, but it's of the same coloration as Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
It and Trigun are what I think of when someone says anime colors.
Yeah. We're kind of doing the opposite of One Piece in doing Trigun.
Yeah, we are.
Because One Piece being the monster that it is, the this huge anime manga franchise in Japan that never really got to those same heights in North America. Trigun is kind of the opposite.
It sold much better in North America than in
Japan. It's not really a big deal.
No.
Whereas in North America, it's among the more iconic, recognizable anime.
A lot of people put it next to Fooly Cooly as what made them an anime fan.
Yeah. When I first started getting into anime, Vash was one of those most recognizable characters for me.
And he still is recognized by a lot of people.
Yeah.
There wasn't any at Atlanticon, but I've seen Vash stuff even still.
Makes sense, yeah.
And a lot of times, we already know I'm a toy collector, a lot of times they resell Vash figures, but they barely have a Japanese market.
Yeah.
They're a limited run Japan, but the entire run is in North America, which is really strange for us.
Yeah, it is.
They're still not exactly super common, unfortunately.
No, of course.
There's still one I'm kicking myself for not having $80 to buy.
Yeah.
But
$80
to drop on a single figure is a bit much even for me.
And you know what? Since we kind of missed a week,
that's fair.
Because of weather and so on, I haven't even run this past you now, but expect this episode a little bit sooner than usual. I'll just leave it at that.
Ooh, that's fun.
So might get a little bit of might get a few more episodes this month than you would expect, just to make up for lost time.
I think that's a good gift.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and on that note, let's go. You want a snack? I got a bit of devil fruit in the cupboard there.
All right, but I better get at least a cool power.
You're not planning on going swimming later, are you?
Oh crap! I like swimming.
Later.
This has been a Jedi Dropouts production.